Hello everybody, my name is Stupid Ninja, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build Lego Transforming Batmobile. Here is the Batmobile in its Batmobile mode. But before I get into the Batmobile, I just wanted to say that this is actually July's Well of Allspark Challenge. So this month's Well of Allspark Challenge is to build a transforming Lego Batmobile of any kind. There's a few people who have participated in this challenge. The links will be in the description and in the comments, so you can just go check those out. I highly recommend going to check out all of the creators that decided to participate in this challenge. But anyway, if you guys want to participate in the challenge as well, make sure to put hashtag #WellofAllSparks in the description of your video so that we can see it. Here is the Batmobile in its Batmobile mode. And right off the bat, this is a mashup of the animated series, the original animated series, and Tim Burton Batman. And I think this thing looks really good. Has the thruster in the back right there, got the fire coming out, has the bat wings, you can see those in the glare. Not very in focus, but you know, you can kind of see that. Of course the windshield, I think that looks really cool, looks very menacing, as it should. And then of course the Tim Burton Batmobile has the round bit in the front, but the animated series has the grill. So I decided to go for the grill, as these are his legs, and yeah, I couldn't really put a piece in the middle. Anyway, yeah, not all that much to say about this guy. He's very small, a lot smaller than all my other builds. Definitely my favorite out of all my other builds, so that's where he stands there. And yeah, not all that much to say, so setting the Batmobile off to the side, here it is compared to a minifigure. And yeah, it is not in minifigure scale. It's slightly, ever so slightly smaller than minifigure scale. So, there you have that. Next, here it is compared to Ecto 1. I think these guys look pretty nice together, so there you have that. Here it is compared to Optimus Time. So there's the Batmobile compared to Optimus Time. And finally, here he is compared to the Party Wagon. So yeah, there you have that. Now we can get into this guy's transformation, and then I can show you how to build him. So first thing you're going to want to do with the Batmobile's transformation is just go to the bottom, come here to the thruster, and just pull that out, and that will become the gun in robot mode. And you can set that aside and start working on the Batmobile itself. So what you're going to do, come to the bottom again, straighten these arms out like that. Then you want to go to the legs. This tab right here is just going to pop out, and then this entire thing is going to rotate out like that. Then the foot's going to rotate down, and then this entire thing is going to rotate down again, and then rotate around, and this piece is finally going to form the heel right there. So there's one leg done, and you can do the same thing on the other side. Again, you have this tab here. That's just gonna, whoops, okay. You're just gonna pull this tab out, pull the foot out, rotate this piece out and around, back in, and then this tab is gonna rotate back in to create the heel. So, there are your feet. Now what you're gonna do is just come to the waist here, and take that, and just pull it out a little bit, just extend them at the waist. And now you can work on the top. Now, to transform the Batmobile's arms, what you're going to do is just rotate that down, pull this piece so that the rear lights are facing up. Then you're going to take the arm, rotate that around, and bend it at the elbow. And there you have that. And you just do that on the other side, just like that. And now, to finish him off, you're going to take the head, rotate it around, and extend it on the neck a little bit. And there you have the Batmobile in its robot mode. Here is the Batmobile in its robot mode, and I think this thing looks awesome. I think this is definitely my favorite out of the monthly challenges thus far, the bi-monthly challenges. This thing is, he's definitely my favorite. I try to make him look a lot like a Gundam, which I think I succeeded in. You know, you can get those Gundam-esque poses there, but I do really like this guy. He's definitely my favorite out of the ones that I've built so far. So yeah, there's that. Articulation, his head does rotate. He does look up and down. You have to extend his neck to get him looking down, but he does look down. It's not a very far downward look, but it is there. His shoulders move up and down that far, and then you can rotate his arms, or you actually can swing them in and out, and you can rotate them forward. They kind of do that thing, so if you want to rotate them forward correctly, just put his arm to the side like that, and then you can rotate that forward as much as you want. But I like to have the shoulders like that. Of course, he does bend at the elbow all the way, and then backwards. It's only on there by one stud, so it's not the best connection, but yeah, he rotates at the elbow. Legs kick forward, bend at the knee, they kick out, his toe moves forward and down, and no waist articulation really. He doesn't really swivel unless you bring him back like that, but it looks really awkward. He does bend backward though, not forward at all. And yeah, that's his articulation. So now I will set this guy off to the side and we can get into some comparisons. First of all, here is the Batmobile compared to a minifigure, and yeah, he definitely gets much taller than in vehicle mode, which is always a plus. Also, I have to mention, he does kind of look like a Batmobile when you lay him down, but that's fine. Batmobiles are very diverse. But anyway, there you have that. Here is the Batmobile compared to Ecto 1. So they're around the same height. Not all that much to say about this comparison. There's that. Not much to say. And now here is a very Gundam-esque Transformer compared to a very Gundam-esque Transformer. Optimus Time. If you didn't know, I really wanted Optimus Time to look as Gundam-esque as possible, and I think I did that pretty well. There you have that. These guys look pretty cool together. Here is the Batmobile compared to the Party Wagon. Now, I did not want to transform this because it is 4 Transformers in one, and it's not all that fun to transform 100% of the time, but yeah, here he is. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, we can get into how to build this guy. Here is the core of the Batmobile, semi-taken apart. Of course, you have the completed leg here, but we're not going to worry about that too much. Right now, what you're going to want to start with is the head, actually, and that is just a Travis brick. You can see it in the light right there. Just a Travis brick. That is a brick with studs on each side. And then use flat 1x2s for the ears. And then one of these 1x2 sloped pieces. Then you just pop that on the back for the back of the head to make it look nice in vehicle mode. And then for the face, I just use a sloped piece there, but you can use really whatever you want. Now for the neck, it's just one of these 2x2 hinge pieces with the 3 bars, and then one of these claw pieces or the clip pieces. I'm not quite sure what to call that. Where did that piece go? There it is. Found it. And that will just pop on right there. Then you can just put the head on top of that. Just like that. And for vehicle mode, you're just going to want to swing that around so that the larger slope is facing up. Now what you're going to want to build is this little section, which is just whatever you have, just a 2x2. You could use really anything back here. I just used 2 pieces like that. 2 1x2s would work, but you know, really anything. And then a clip piece and a T-joint right there for the waist, and that will just pop onto the back like that. And there you have sort of the core of the entire thing. Lastly, you're going to want to build this piece, which is basically just a Travis brick with a headlight brick on the end, and then a 1x2 on the top and bottom. And that will just pop in right there, and there you have the centerpiece of the entire build. So now we can move on to the leg. Okay, first thing you're going to want to do in building the leg is just start on this thigh piece right here, and you can kind of see how this is built. It's just a 1x3 hinge piece right there. It's just a 1x3 hinge piece. You can see that in the glare. And then you have 2 of these 1x2 horizontal clips, one on the top and one on the bottom for stability. And then just take a cheese slope and pop that right there. And then just another 1x1 clip. That'll go on right there for the joint. For the knee, or the rest of the leg, I guess, what you'll take is 2 2x2 hinge pieces, and then a 1x2 on top of that, and then a 1x4 on top of the 1x2, and then a 1x2 slope piece. That'll just offer some more stability, and that will pop in right there. Then for the foot, just another 1x1 clip with a stud on the bottom right there, and then one of these 2x2 slider pieces with a cheese slope for the headlight, and that will pop on right there for the foot. And then for the back of the leg, you'll take one of these 1x2 hinged pieces, and this little assembly here, which is just a 1x3 hinge piece with some plates there, and then one of these, and this will go on like this, so opposite. The stud for this clip goes up, while these go down like that. And then the wheel, of course you have the wheel, and this will go right here close to the hinge, not the stud there. And then this entire thing will pop on right here, and this will hinge down, and this will pop on right there. So just pop that on right there, and then you can tab this piece in right there. Once you get everything, make sure to scoot everything to the side so you can get it all tabbed in right there, and then the toe, of course, will just fold down. Then you can build your other leg, which is just the reverse of the first leg, so just switch everything around, and there you have your Batmobile legs. So there you go. And now you can take the core piece. The legs will just pop onto the sides of the Travis brick, and there you have the front of the car. Now onto the back of the car. And here is the core, or I guess the back of the body, all taken apart. Here is the kind of the center of the body. That's just a 1x4 with two 1x2s right there. And then for the top of the car, it's just a 2x3 with a 1x2 slope, a 1x1 right there, and then a 2x2 and a 1x2 for the windshield. So this is just a translucent 1x2. And this entire thing will pop on like that, so the windshield should overhang and this piece should overhang right there. So that is what that should look like. And then you can build this piece, which is just two 1x4 hinge pieces on top of each other with a 1x1 there. For the rest of this, you can take a 2x3 slanted piece that'll pop on right there. Then for the wing, two of these claw pieces on one of these 1x4 arch pieces, and that will make a nice looking wing right there, and that will just pop on like that, and it is very sturdy. And now for the entirety of the arm, what you're going to want to do is take a Travis brick, pop one of these claw pieces in there, and then just a 1x1 with a cheese slope on top of that, and then you can take the wheel, pop that onto the side, and then for the arm, it's pretty obvious how this is built. Just a hinge piece and a clip piece, and you pop those together right there to create the elbow. And that will go on like that, and then you take this assembly, and that will pop on right there. And then this entire thing will go onto the top of the body, just like that, if you can see that. And so you can just do that on the other side as well with your other arm, like that. And so you should have something that looks a little bit like this. Now, you can take both your sections, and these will go onto this 1x4 right there. So that'll just pop on right there. And there you go, it's all popped on. Now what you're going to want to do with the arms is just angle these inward so they rest on that 1x2 right there. And they have this nice angle in the vehicle mode. But now you can just sort of straighten everything out and tighten everything up. And there is the Lego Batmobile in its entirety. And now you hopefully have your own if you want to build this. So yeah, I think this thing's pretty cool. Really liked building this. It was very fun to build, very quick build, but very fun nevertheless. But anyway, if you want to build the gun, it's pretty simple. It's just one of these 1x1s with a hole in the middle, fire effect. And then one of these cone pieces that I can't seem to get off of this T-joint with a half pin on the end. And this stuff just pegs together, and then that just goes right there in the back of the car. You can barely see that, but It goes in the top of his head, basically. I really enjoyed building this. This was definitely one of my favorite builds in a long time, actually. And yeah, I don't know. I really like building this. It was very fun, very easy, very simple, and yeah, everything seemed to work out. That's pretty much it for this. There's not all that much to say, so yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe if you want to see more stuff like this. Check out the people in the description and the comments, and I will see you guys next time.